Hey guys, just had to share this one. Just played a quick 10-minute rapid. Just got my nose over 1500 again with this, and it's an absolute bloodbath. And I dedicate it to one of my favourite little, well, just a couple of lines out of Pulp Fiction, which I absolutely love. That's just what was going through my head. Everybody be cool. This is a robbery.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Any of you fucking pricks move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
So, so this is in the Latvian gambit, right? And accepted, this is the normal kind of accepted line where the white accepts the central pawn with using the knight, play queen f6, and they defend the knight. So this is starting to look really good for white. They've got good control of the centre, they're already a pawn up. I've got my queen out in the board, and this knight is looking pretty safe. But then you play d6, and what they're going to do? Are they going to retreat the knight? Here my opponent decides not to retreat the knight. My opponent decides to play bishop b5, and this is already a problem. The problem is that he already has a piece under attack. Okay, now he's decided to up the stakes by giving check, but if you can get out of check with a counterattack on the checking piece, oh no, suddenly we have two guns pointing at our team, right? So incredibly, he thinks, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it. I'll do another check, because he thinks I've got this knight here guarding g6, and this pawn is pinned, is it not? Well, yes, it is. Right, this pawn is currently pinned. Okay, this pawn is currently pinned, but it ain't now. Right, because now the queen defends the rook. This is a pattern that I know. This is a pattern that I get in the Russo gambit. This is a pattern that can come up in many different scenarios. Okay, so he goes away and he goes ahead and he takes. Right, I recapture, and then he goes, oh, yeah, okay, right. And so now he's got a queen under attack and a bishop under attack. Okay? Any of you king pricks move. Okay, so I take the bishop. Okay, now I have to say this is not perfect game played by me. Right? I mean, like, accuracy in the 70s. So he captures on f5 with check. I decide to block with the knight. I don't know if here... Why didn't I just... Oh yeah, no, I have to block because I'm in check. Right, so I block with the knight. I figure the knight's kind of useful there, and the bishop may even come to this diagonal, may even come to this diagonal as well, you never know, right? The point is I'm up at a full piece. I've got two minor pieces for 3 pawns. So, happy days, all we have to do is just not get checkmated. Okay, so queen takes b5 now with check. And here I'm saying, okay, well, this bishop is protecting this pawn. If the queen takes this pawn, my rook could be sensitive. So do I block with the knight here? But if I block with the knight here, he's got pawn push, attacking the pinned piece. Classic tactic. So I could put knight here, right, where the pawn can't displace the knight, and my bishop still defends the pawn. Okay, but I decide that this is playable, and here's why it's playable. Because if the pawn does advance to attack the pinned piece, right? I can't take it with my knight because that would be under attack, but I do have this in between move. Queen e5, giving check, and now I have 2 attackers on this pawn, right? Julio Iglesias. So he blocks with the bishop. I now capture the pawn with the knight, now attacking this bishop, and now it's time for me to stick my foot in my own mouth because my opponent here castles, and my next 2 moves are blunders. Not because they're particularly bad moves, but because they aren't queen takes h2 checkmate. Okay, I'm thinking too much. I'm not looking at the whole board, right? We just need to go look at the whole board, treat the whole board like a thing, you know, see what's going on. We just have to be like that. I'm focusing on the wrong things and I miss mate. Okay, so I capture this pawn now and abandon my defense of b7. He takes here now, and here I'm thinking, oh no, this is bad. And I'm looking entirely down this corner, right? Like a complete Muppet face. Because I'm thinking, oh no, right, the queen is now forking both my pieces, but then I realise I've got rook c8, which is defended by the bishop that just moved from there, and the rook defends the knight. So, whew, sorted. But what I should have played is, of course, queen takes h2 checkmate, and that would have been the end of the game. We can all get on with our lives. Okay, but anyway, he moves into this position, now threatening a discovered pin, on the queen, the king, and here I go. Oh look, I can take on h2. Right, I know the king can move away. King moves away. Knight comes in here with check, so I grab the thing. I realise if rook takes, king can come to d8. I think I'm quite safe there. And then my opponent throws in a move that surprised me very much indeed. Pause the video, write down any 10 moves that white might play in this situation, and I bet this isn't one of them. Rook e8 check. Okay. Thinking that if king takes, queen takes here, but then he goes, oh, rook's defended by the bishop. Okay, and then he resigns. 9 points down in material, and there we go. So I'm never going to give up an opportunity, guys, to share a Pulp Fiction themed game with you, but I think this one deserves to be in that particular canon of material. But yeah, I mean, tactics, open board, everyone shooting at everyone else, guns pointing all over the place. It's a proper Tarantino game. So yeah, I'm loving this Latvian stuff. Yeah, you're flying by the seat of your pants. Yes, you know, you're sweating blood, but that's the way we like it. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you soon.